The South African cricket team has licked its wounds after the defeat to Pakistan and will hope to regain their mojo in New Zealand on Thursday. The Proteas will take on the United Arab Emirates in their final group match in Wellington, but already the talk has moved to Sri Lanka, their most likely opponents, in a quarter-final clash in Sydney next Wednesday.
Wellington became New Zealand's capital in 1865 and has housed Parliament ever since. Voted one of the most livable cities in the world, it's also known as the coolest little capital on the planet. The Wellington cable car is the best way for tourists to see views of the city centre and the harbour. The ideal place to recharge the batteries as the World Cup reaches crunch time. The Basin Reserve is the city's famous cricket ground, but Thursday's match will be played at the Westpac Stadium. Situated in the centre of town, it's known to be surrounded by the biggest roundabout in the world. It's New Zealand's only sports ground that is on the National Heritage List. The first test played at the Basin Reserve was in 1929, and it's here that the Proteas resume preparations, hoping to right their wrongs because time is running out for them in this World Cup.
Well, I think it was important for us to lick our wounds now, coming from Auckland. Just sort of, 2 days to reflect and, really to pick yourself up. We had a very good team meeting this morning, to move forward and, to discuss where we went wrong in Auckland. And, hopefully this morning in training we can, improve on those sort of things and play a solid game come Thursday and then move into the quarterfinals.
Although the Proteas play the UAE on Thursday, talk is already centred around the quarterfinals and a possible mouth-watering clash against Sri Lanka.
The way they batted the other night against Australia, the way they played against Australia, their history in World Cups and big events, they're a quality team. They've got some experience there in the top order. They've played a lot of cricket against Sri Lanka, and we know what to expect.
The Proteas will be hoping that Vernon Philander makes a return from injury, but there are injury concerns hanging over Morne Morkel and Faf du Plessis. The UAE shouldn't offer the Proteas too many problems, but the South Africans need to get their A game sooner rather than later as it gets to the business end of the tournament. And Wellington is a beautiful part of the world to regroup before it gets to crunch time. Craig Murray, SABC News, Wellington, New Zealand.